Hey Taurus Collective, what's up y'all? Welcome to the channel, welcome back. I hope you all are doing amazing. So I decided I was driving myself crazy, not doing my readings and just kind of like thinking. So I'm like, let me do my readings. I talked to my kid's father and he was like, he resumed his work to keep himself busy. And I was like, you know what? I need to stay busy too. That's what I need to do. All right, so let's see. Let's get into this. What do you need to hear this week? What do you need to hear? What do we need to hear this week? As I am part of the beautiful Taurus Collective, what do we have? We have head, leader in charge, rise above, intellect, attitude, personality, and perspective. Well, Aries rules the head, so you could be on the Aries Taurus cusp. You could be in your head about something. You could be thinking about something, brainstorming something, or you could be stepping up into a leadership position. This is giving me the Emperor. That's divine masculine energy. So this could be your attitude this week, to rise above a situation and it's head over heart, it's mind over matter. That's what the Emperor represents. Very logical, in charge energy this week. Okay. You could also be asked to step up into a leadership position. We have move on. Wow. Okay. So you see this wave over this woman's head. I think that's a woman. Or this person's head. That gives me emotions though. So some of you could be experiencing like waves of emotions this week, but you're going to be like really head over heart, mind over matter, and continue to move forward in some kind of way. We'll have to see what that's about. All right. Let's see what else. All right, we have nerves, responding, sensitive, wired, coordinated, pain, stress, alert, and awareness. It came out in reverse. So if you've been nervous about something, worried about something, I feel like you're going to be finding coping mechanisms. You're going to be getting over that, finding solutions to your problems this week. You could be on the Taurus Gemini cusp and you have good luck. And this is why. Be open to receive a windfall and accept help, cash in, profit, and new source. And I will tell y'all that on the positive side of my little hiatus that I've been on since last week, I have been getting windfalls of money, right? So you might find yourself receiving some windfall of money this week. Yeah, I'm expecting another one. So I'm sending y'all all that good energy if you are in need, or, it's nothing wrong with just getting a little extra money just because, right? So some of you, there's some good luck headed your way. This could be the reason why your nerves are subsiding, because you might be realizing that somebody's going to be helping you out. You're going to be cashing in and making some kind of profit or a new source of income for somebody here. We have insight. Look for signs. Use your intuition. You are right. Okay, Cancer, Pisces energy. So trust your instincts this week. And look what you got. You got storms of love. It says conflict is an opportunity for growth and change. Nurture, progress, and rise. So for some of you, there could be some relationship hiccups that you've been experiencing, but this week you and your person are going to get on the same page, the same accord, be seeing eye to eye, maybe some passion returning here. You could be dealing with a Scorpio or an Aries. And we have between the lines. Uncover the truth carefully and write your own ending. Expose, divulge, and create. Somebody could be a writer here. And this could be the way that you make money. You have abundance, more than enough, comfortable, and financial gains. That's the Ace of Pentacles for me. So, yeah, you could be cleansing your energy. And if not, maybe you need to. You got fertility. The seeds you plant now will grow and thrive. And you are learning as you go, so stay open. Somebody could be doing a lot of reading or writing this week. A lot of books are showing up here. I don't know. You might be finding out about some money here. Or you could be doing something to create some abundance for yourself. Not really going to look into those, but let's see. Something feels like it's stabilizing, or at least an opportunity, okay? What's going on with head? In charge and move on. So this could just be finding the strength, making an executive decision. Okay, what's this? Maybe even taking accountability for something. Just within yourself. You got the Five of Cups in reverse. I love it. So It does feel like there is some kind of grief that somebody's working through. Okay, I hope my energy is not taking over the reading. I tried to cleanse and make sure that doesn't happen. So I don't know if maybe some of you are just, you could be going through something. But this Five of Cups is like actually looking on the bright side of things. It could also be a conflict resolution between you and another person. Maybe that disappointed you. Scorpio energy again. Scorpio Mars. What else? Five of Cups. Let's move on. Yeah, you got the Nine of Wands in reverse and you got the Two of Swords. So it feels like some kind of stalemate, something you've been stuck, some kind of situation you've been stuck in. This is like you're throwing in the towel. Okay, another book. You see the book there? Well, somebody could be studying a lot. Or that could just be indicative of learning lessons, okay? Maybe some kind of teachable moment has happened for you. But the Two of Swords is Libra moon energy, and that does talk about being stuck at a stalemate. And it feels like you're moving past that. And you see all of the water back there. So for some of you, this could be something emotional. I mean, this is moon energy, Libra moon. And a Nine of Wands is Sagittarius moon. So there could definitely be something going on centered around fears, the subconscious, emotions, relationships, maybe even a mother figure or something like that. The moon is the feminine principle. So the Two of Swords shows up when we are confused, okay? When we are having mixed feelings about something, we feel like we have to make a difficult decision. The Nine of Wands in reverse is the feeling of kind of like throwing in the towel, giving up. So there's something here you're moving on from. For some of you, it's some kind of PTSD. It could be emotional in nature, relationship, PTSD, but it's like you're getting over it. Both of these cards show me something that you've been reluctant about, but you are moving on. Let's see if we can get a little more clarity as to what that is. What is this, Spirit? For some of you, you're getting over grief. Maybe sometimes the Nine of Wands can talk about jealousy. It can talk about feeling used. It can talk about being closed-minded. And I mean, the Two of Swords is somebody that is a bit difficult. They're being difficult. They're missing the point in some kind of way. And this could be somebody that you've been dealing with that has had you in this state where you're like, it's time for me to move on. Even though there are emotions that can still come and go. That could be what it is. Let's see. Wow, the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Some of you could be dealing with an Aries. What's going on here? You got the Knight of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. Virgo Venus and Leo Jupiter. So the Knight of Pentacles is a sign of healing, like slowly healing. And you do have the card of healing and recovery here emotionally. So for some of you, this is like you getting back on your throne, so to speak. Six of Wands is a sense of pride. Okay, for some of you, this could be work related because the Knight of Pentacles are about usually our earthly matters, our careers, our bodies, earthly matters. So usually I see it as something financial, even though it doesn't have to be. There could be a Virgo in your energy field, or this Knight of Pentacles could represent you. For some of you, this might be a promotion of some kind. You're rising above, and the Six of Wands comes after the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is all about conflict, competition, drama. So this is you rising above. Y'all know what's so crazy? I channeled that song yesterday. No, it's not Rise Above. It's Fly Above by Candy Burris. I don't know why that song popped in my head yesterday. I fly above all the drama. So that might be significant to somebody here. I mean, Candy is a Taurus. I just don't know why that song popped in my head yesterday. It was very weird. But anyway, Six of Wands talks about being on a pedestal. It talks about being on your high horse, being the center of attention. For some of you, this is some kind of prize, some kind of reward, some kind of award that you're getting. Maybe in the workplace. Maybe it's been a long time coming. The Knight of Pentacles is a late bloomer. But you do have cards of apprehension here because the Nine of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles are both apprehensive. And then as is the Two of Swords. So what is this? Sometimes this can mean that two people are competing for something. Like there's two options. So if that is indeed the case, it looks like you are the victor here. Show me more. The Hierophant and the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Wow. Some of you could work for an institution. You might be really charged with being a leader here. Both of these are like guides, leaders, people who are in positions of authority. Both of these are authority figures. And look at this, the Three of Pentacles. Remember I said a teachable moment? That's what the Three of Pentacles is a learning curve. So you might be training somebody this week at work or overcoming an obstacle yourself. Maybe something that you've been struggling with. Okay, we'll see. Somebody could definitely be on the Aries Taurus cusp. You got the Eight of Wands. You got the Ace of Pentacles. I told y'all this is abundance. This is money coming in. There could definitely be some kind of raise or promotion here for some of you. And it does feel like, it just feels like you've been waiting for it. Like it's been a long time coming. I feel like you don't realize this. Look at these two blessings coming from the universe. For some of you, it's monetary. I'm telling y'all, the universe been making it rain on me the last couple of days. About the last week or so. Maybe a little bit longer. But this definitely feels like some kind of unexpected positive turn for you. The Eight of Wands is a domino effect. It's like something snowballing, and whatever it is positive. Interesting. Now I'm looking at this week, but to be honest with y'all, for some of you, this may play out more towards Sagittarius season. It could be something you've been waiting for. Sometimes the Four of Cups is a missed opportunity, and the Eight of Wands does tell you to strike while the iron is hot. So maybe a lot of this procrastination is Spirit telling you, look, you're meant to have a victory this week. Don't get in your head about it. Just go through whatever the emotions are. You know, sometimes you just got to move through your emotions. Just like I had to push through and do these readings today. So that could be what it is for you. Some of you could be missing out on an opportunity if you don't strike while the iron is hot. So just make sure you keep your head on a swivel. Started with your head, right? Move past anything that's been keeping you stagnant. Only you know what that is. I feel like there's some kind of major victory here. This could simply be a promotion. This could be that you're getting a job. This could be, because usually this is a new job, new car, new home. It also talks about somebody's health improving as well. You got messages coming in over the next 8 days that feel like they're bringing with them good news, money, opportunities. This is potential for something, but just don't rest on your laurels. Because this is the universe, God, literally saying, here, I'm giving this to you. You see how this person is checked out? You have a lot of cards of being kind of checked out. So, yeah. Whatever that might mean to you. Yeah, this is a defensive energy, as is the Knight of Swords. So, I don't know if y'all have something going on where you might be feeling defensive. Maybe you feel like you've been backed into a corner. You feel like the underdog. Four of Cups and the Seven of Wands gives me underdog energy, but you're not, because you got the Six of Wands here. And that's being on a pedestal, being on a high horse, being popular and being celebrated. So it feels like some kind of major celebration for somebody here. Let's get into the next cards. Look at this. You got the Queen of Wands. So I feel like this is saying you have nerves of steel where you maybe you used to feel, maybe even just as recently as today or yesterday, you've been feeling nervous about something. So this card, let's just read this and see what it says and flip it, okay? So it says nerves, responding, sensitive, wired, coordination, pain, stress, alert, and awareness. It's in reverse. And that definitely gives me like the the Nine of Swords. This Queen of Wands is Aries, Mars energy, and this talks about confidence, being a go-getter, finding the strength to face your fears, having moxie, like tapping into that part of yourself that pushes you beyond what you feel like are your limitations. The Queen of Wands is a very unstoppable feminine energy, although obviously you could be a man, okay? She's a go-getter. She's no nonsense. She is someone who makes it happen. You know, whenever you see somebody, the wands are all about magic. You know, the magician's wand, right? This represents a catalyst energy, and she is also drawing or something here. There could definitely be something about writing or drawing that's significant to someone. Got six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. She also talks about being in the limelight, as does the Six of Wands. If you're a content creator, you might be getting good news this week. Maybe you're going to have like some viral content. Like something that you post is going to go viral. Let's send myself some good vibes. This might go viral. And there could be a big money making opportunity. So I'll just tell y'all this. Even though I don't really like discussing things that I have going on, because, you know, people don't always wish you well. Even though I know my core audience will. You never know who's watching, right? But it's like I have an offer on the table for a significant amount of money. And I'm torn about it. And that could be what you have going on here. That's kind of what I see. Spirit might be telling you to push through that. And maybe that's a message for me too. To just go for it. What's going on here? Because you have good luck. Wait. Okay, you have good luck here. Wow, your spirit guides jumped out on the table. Did you see that? And you see the Ace of Swords? That's a bright idea, an epiphany, a light bulb going off, getting clarity about something. And your spirit guide's like, now let me pop out on this table. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles does talk about like patiently waiting or having second thoughts about something. This is Taurus energy. Taurus Saturn. My May 11th through May 20th, people. This is your card. Even though it's for all of us. What else is here? The Ace of Wands. Whoa, that tells you to get in the game. Stop sitting on the sidelines. So Taurus, I definitely feel like that's a strong message here. Yeah, the Judgment. This is telling you to answer your inner calling. Scorpio energy. We are almost in Scorpio season, aren't we? Is today? No. We got 2 more days. 3 more days before we hit Scorpio season. So yeah, Scorpio and Sagittarius season, this might be really playing out. But I mean, this Scorpio season does start this week. And you have good luck here. Scorpio is all about transformation. The Judgment card is Pluto energy. And now you got the King of Wands. Whoa. There could be a connection showing up here. Maybe this is you and your person coming together. Maybe somebody apologizing to you. Sometimes this could be somebody seeking forgiveness, taking accountability. Sometimes it talks about feeling convicted. So if somebody's done something to you, it could be a Scorpio, it could be a fire sign, it could be an air sign. It could be anybody at this point. There could be somebody here. I said Scorpio and Aries to begin with because this gave me the Tower. But there could be somebody here that's coming, you know, you see these people rising from the dead, you know, and that could be symbolic of somebody that you haven't been speaking to or haven't seen in a while that might be deciding to step up here. You got the Three of Pentacles again. Now, this is a teachable moment as well. It talks about a life review. You know, sometimes when I get this card, I get a near-death experience, and it's so interesting because when I was talking to my kid's father, I was telling him that I actually did a reading for someone about a near-death experience, and I had never done that before. So I wonder if somebody had something like that here. I can't remember her sign. I think she was a Taurus. Well, she might have been a Cancer. I could be getting that wrong. I don't know. But she was a beautiful soul, and I felt her soul so strongly. So this could be a person that you have a very strong connection to. I'm also seeing an hourglass. It looks like an hourglass in the angel Gabriel's hand, Archangel Gabriel. Okay, let me put these cards back and get your second card. I feel like there was a message in that though. Yeah, your spirit guides are showing up a lot in your reading. Maybe somebody recently transitioned in your life as well. They could be really protecting you, bringing you some good luck here. What's going on with this windfall of money? You got the King of Pentacles. That's you, Taurus. This is abundance. This is generosity. And it says you may be receiving help. This is a benefactor. Some of you could have gotten some insurance money or something like that recently, or that could be something that's happening this week that's going to give you this extra boost of confidence and, you know, get you going in some kind of way, like give you some reassurance here. And they have a ram here because the King of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles is an Aries Taurus cusper. Interesting. Was that supposed to be a bull? Because to me, it looks like a ram. But whatever the case, he's an Aries Taurus cusper. So Spirit is saying be open to receive a windfall of money. Now, whomever this masculine is, this could be a person that you're meeting, that you're going to be dating, or that you're already connected to. This could also be a supervisor, though. Or this could simply be you. The King of Pentacles does talk about promotion. And it does also talk about possibly a new piece of property, a home of some kind, or maybe your business starting to thrive. Yeah, you got good news here. The Page of Cups. There could be a younger feminine that's significant here. Could be a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. And it could be your child. Maybe this is you doing something nice for your child this week. Getting the resources to do that if you are worried about that. This could also be a job interview. And this very wealthy man could be somebody that's hiring you. So for some of y'all, this could be a romantic situation. You got the Moon. Yeah, so this is the uncertainty that shows up here. Now, some of you may have been up at night, confused about something. A lot of emotional confusion. Like I said over here, all that water. The Moon is connected to the ocean, right? And that is our emotions, our fears. Maybe feeling a bit vulnerable or something, feeling unknown or uncertain for you. A vagueness that you have about something. Spirit is saying there's a good luck energy around you. A lot of Moon energy. What's going on with the Moon? For those of you who keep up, I don't know where the Moon is right now, what the Moon is doing. You got the King of Swords. I feel like Spirit is saying all is well, keep your composure. For some reason, that King of Swords is giving me composure. It also is a card of like knowing where you stand in the situation, and to go from this vague energy to like the certainty of the King of Swords. There feels like some kind of communication that's coming in from somebody who feels like a benefactor. King of Swords is someone in a position of authority. For some of you, there could be a legal situation that you have going on. I did see the Justice card. So that could be how this windfall of money is coming to you. Yeah, you got the Star, your spirit guides again. They're shining a light here on your finances. If you have been in the poorhouse, if you have been unemployed, these cards are showing me a possibility for employment, gainful employment. I feel like you're being rewarded for keeping your faith, even though you could be going through hardships right now. This is growing pains. But I feel like your sense of optimism here, staying faithful, staying optimistic, is the thing that's going to bring you through. So if you have been struggling with something, Five of Pentacles can talk about like feeling like a victim of circumstances, or maybe, like I said, the nerves here that you've been worried about has been about your money, your financial situation, your living situation. Something feels uncertain. And I feel like you're getting communication this week that's going to give you reassurance. King of Swords is also Archangel Michael. Okay. So that's a lot of protection. You know, Archangel Michael, he wields his sword because he's a fighter. Okay. I believe he's the archangel that's supposed to sit closest to God. So, I mean, this is the archangel that you have working for you right now. And I also saw Archangel Gabriel with the Judgment card. So maybe you want to look into those archangels and see what messages you get. They might give you a little bit of comfort in some way. Seven of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, there's something here. It's for a lot of you is work related. You got 2 8s here. I'm sorry, you got 3 8s. You could be saying 888 back to back. Wow. And the 8s are all about something being cultivated for you. Okay, they talk about mastery and cultivation. This is new employment or mastering a craft, or it can talk about training for a new job or self-employment. 8 of Cups could be you walking away from something you've been doing for a good little while. And the 8 of Wands, I feel like, is it gaining momentum and taking off? Yeah, something is coming into balance for you. You got one of the slowest cards and then one of the fastest cards here. All these majors. Okay. All right, let's get back to these cards. So the Two of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Page of Cups could be that you need a new perspective on a decision that you're making this week, or some confusion that you have. Seven of Cups can be procrastination because you're confused. You feel overwhelmed because you're like, man, what do I choose? You're weighing your options in some kind of way, Taurus. It could be that money is fluctuating as well. Some of you could just be hoping and praying about something. I feel like as long as you, I think I told y'all this last week or the week before, there's something beneficial about you being a bit optimistic, maybe even a bit of rose-colored glasses. We normally warn against that. I feel like this is actually working to your benefit, though. Like, as crazy as it sounds, sometimes being able to see the impossible as possible is the thing that brings about the good luck, the change, the prosperity, the finances. I feel like that's what it is, because again, these are your spirit guides. This is your spirit guides, and it's your faith. And it feels like you have faith in a situation that doesn't feel very promising. But that's all the more reason why it works out in your favor. So if you have been nervous about something, struggling with something, regardless of what it is, I do see finances here, but I see emotions as well. So it could be anything. I feel like Spirit is saying to be very teachable right now and to be open to a new perspective, because this is a fresh perspective, and it's like seeing through a child's eyes, like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Okay, for some of you, you could be making a decision in love. That could be what it is as well. I don't feel like that's what this is, though. This feels to me, if it is a choice between two people in love, I do feel like there's a like more stable thing, and then maybe a more, I don't know, physical, sexual thing, or like an emotional connection versus a practical connection. So if those mean anything, you could be contemplating walking away from that. And you may be doing that rather quickly. Let's move on and let's see what's going on with the storms of love. It says look for signs and use your intuition. You are right. The Page of Cups is intuition. The moon is also dreams. So maybe some of you need to, I'm sorry, I keep clearing my throat, y'all. I'm still recovering. You could be getting some insight in your dreams, and it could be your angels, Archangel Michael, or your spirit guides trying to show you a way to navigate a difficult situation where maybe you lost money or you feel uncertain about your financial situation. This could also be spiritual poverty, though. Five of Pentacles is spiritual poverty, and it's when the universe is trying to, or God is trying to get your attention, turn you away from materialism and put you back into a more practical Taurus-like mindset, because that is Taurus energy, believe it or not. It's South Node. So if some of you have been stuck in South Node, this is about you doing your shadow work. Again, being mind over matter, head over heart. You started with head. The King of Swords does represent head over heart energy as well. So a very logical approach to something, practicing a lot of integrity. But it can also talk about truth or reasoning or whatever, or maybe even being unbothered and desensitized for some reason. I feel like no matter what's going on in your life, there's a strong message here that all is well. Okay, so what's going on with storms of love? The Wheel of Fortune tried to come out with the Ace of Pentacles and the Lovers. I can't show the Lovers, but it could be a Gemini in your energy, Pisces, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius, Scorpio, or Leo. The tables are turning here for the positive, and something is stabilizing between you and another person. For some of you, this could be you and a person moving in together or just becoming more serious. You have the Ace of Pentacles twice, and you do have abundance. So this could be an abundance of love coming from someone. Wheel of Fortune is a soulmate. It's also divine timing. So again, this hand is the hand of spirit, blessing you with something. I don't know if this is Archangel Gabriel again. I'm going to cover them, but I believe it might be. So this can represent transparency and vulnerability. Yeah, I see the Three of Swords. For some of you, there could be an apology coming in. I keep getting that for Taurus, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay. What is Spirit telling you to get insight? What is insight for or about when it comes to storms of love? Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles talks about putting forth your best effort, putting your best foot forward. Okay. Working together with another person to slowly cultivate a relationship. It is a slow energy. It's Virgo energy. 8 years could be significant in a relationship. 8-year age difference or 8-year connection. Yeah, you got the Ten of Swords. We get this all the time. Gemini energy. And this does talk about betrayal. And it says conflict is an opportunity for growth and change. Eight of Pentacles is growth. So it looks like a Gemini or a Virgo for some of you, where there's a sense of feeling betrayed by this person. Now, why is Spirit telling you to look for signs, though? The Knight of Cups, that is your intuition as well. It also is about following your heart. But it also talks about a romantic gesture or proposal. Some of you may be getting a proposal. You can feel it coming, because that is a marriage proposal as well. Yeah, Hierophant, the institution of marriage. Interestingly enough, insight is the High Priestess, and this is the High Priestess's counterpart, which is the Hierophant, or the High Priest, which is us, Taurus energy. So some of you could be dealing with a Cancer or a Pisces person. This is Pisces energy. Virgo and Gemini is here as well. And then Scorpio and Aries, I feel just intuitively. So the Hierophant represents wisdom. It represents advice. It represents a lesson. It also can talk about outdated ways of thinking, and it's a more traditional, conventional way of looking at things, where this is more about spirituality. And you got a lot of cards for spirituality. You got the Eight of Wands again at the bottom of the deck with the Temperance card. So I do feel like the message here is for some of you, there's a reconciliation coming with someone. I feel like it's coming in rather quickly. It may have been a long time coming, though. The Temperance card is slow. Yeah, the Four of Wands is in reverse for some reason. That's a twin flame. You could be saying 1111. And that's Aries, Venus energy. So it could be that somebody is trying to debate how to break the ice with you, to make amends with you. Temperance card is harmonizing a connection. It talks about symbiosis between two people. But you see, she's pouring this water onto this fire here. This Eight of Wands could be that for some of you, a connection here has kind of like fizzled out a little bit. It could also be that somebody's like pumping their brakes a little bit on the passion and pouring more emotion into the connection with you, finding balance between the two. So this could be a really steamy reconnection or reunion with someone. And the Eight of Wands is communication coming in possibly over the next 8 days. Some kind of romantic gesture. Maybe somebody asking you out. Some of you work with this person. Yeah, Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Page of Pentacles. Both of those. Well, this is relationship renewal. And then the Queen of Swords with the Hermit card feels like somebody could be coming back towards you. A Virgo, a Taurus, a Capricorn. They could be younger. Or you could be younger than them, obviously. The Queen of Swords is air sign energy, namely Libra, but it could be any air sign. Communication coming in with somebody that is very loyal, even if they haven't been before. But let's see. Some of you, this insight has something to do with your career, though. Like I said, somebody could work for an institution. You could work for a school, a library. Somebody could be a counselor here. Somebody could be a nurse, a doctor. Like I said, some kind of teacher, some kind of guide to other people. Or this could be somebody coming towards you. Or you have a guide working with you, because the Hierophant and the High Priestess are both guides as well. So it feels like, and then the Hermit card, feels like you're being guided. Some kind of insight that you're getting is coming from your guides. It's not just like you're pulling it out of thin air. If you feel that way, you're not. And they're telling you to follow your heart and do what's right for you with the Hierophant. What's going on here? Some of y'all are headed into a marriage, though, if you're not already married. If you're already married, this could just be your marriage recovery, okay? Yeah, you got the Page of Wands. You definitely got communication coming in from someone. And you got the Knight of Cups again. And it does feel like someone asking you out on a date. Pisces, Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. This person could be younger than you. This is pretty young. Now, I know none of y'all are dealing with anybody that's the age of the Page of Wands, because the Page of Wands is literally a child, like 18 and under. But it's a young energy, or just maybe a less evolved energy than you when it comes to passion. Like I said, this is like a little bit of uncontrolled passion here. This curiosity about it is definitely like a flirty text. And this is like, hey, let's go out and have drinks. Let's go out and have a conversation about whatever. It feels like somebody's coming in flirtatious this week. Yeah, Ace of Cups and the Empress. And the Ten of Cups. Yeah, some of you are married. And then the Justice card could definitely be an apology. You got Libra, you got Taurus, you got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And Pisces, Mars energy is here. I do feel like some of you are married. There could be a desire to talk about starting a family, depending on your age. Okay, if you're too old, don't worry about that. Or you don't want it, don't worry about that. But I feel like there is this, like I said, abundance of love. Look at all that love overflowing out of the cup. So somebody's pouring out their heart to you this week, Taurus. And it looks like there could be a desire to work towards either reestablishing a relationship with you, or this is somebody that I feel like you're already connected to. I don't necessarily feel this is a brand new person, but if you're single and you're like, I ain't got nobody, this could be somebody new coming into your life. And there's a sense of like, wow, we really balance each other out. You bring a lot of peace to my life. But this does talk about moving at your own pace. So what I will say is, when it says look for signs, use your intuition, you are right. And then conflict is an opportunity for growth and change. Nurture progress and rise. This is making progress. It's something gaining momentum. But this could be about like kind of like cooling your jets a little bit. Maybe don't rush into something with another person. But be in receptive mode. You could be receiving a gift from this person this week. Something beautiful. Yeah, somebody wants to talk. A strong Libra is showing up. But it is possible that for some of you, and the Ace of Swords is communication as well. Some of you do have trust issues with this person. And then I got a 10-year marriage or relationship here. This usually is a marriage. It feels like something is going on regarding a little bit of defensive energy, or you being on the fence about whether you should talk to this person. It feels like they're coming in good faith, though. The Page of Pentacles is here, and that talks about good intentions, okay? And it is also a relationship renewal. Yeah. Okay, y'all. That is where we are going to leave it. Don't know if this reading made a lick of sense. I tried. I will see you all the next time. Try to get through the next two signs. I'm gonna do my best. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all the next time. Peace. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment, and hype the video if you can.